Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to Math with Miss Phillips. I am so excited that you are here again. Today is Friday, January the 22nd, 2021, and it is a beautiful day to do some math. But first, I need to make sure that everybody is ready to learn. Let's go ahead and put on our thinking caps. Ready? Let's go. Oh my word, I see so many really cute thinking caps out there. I must have some really smart students. I don't know what yours looks like today, but mine is green with blue stripes. What about yours? Oh my goodness, that's so cute. That's awesome. Well guys, now that we have our thinking caps on, it is time to go ahead and warm up our brains. We are gonna do a few number talks to start today. In just a few moments, I'm gonna flash some pictures on my screen. But just like yesterday, they are only going to be there for 4 super short seconds. Your job is going to be to see if you can count all the shapes in 4 seconds. But I don't know about you, but I don't really think I can count that many shapes in just 4 seconds. So you might want to try to use a strategy like adding or subtracting to help you. The first one we're going to do is basketballs. Can you shoot a hoop for me? Awesome. Good job, guys. Okay, let's see our basketballs. They're going to be on the screen for 4 seconds. On your mark, who's going to be an awesome counter? Get set and go. Amazing. How many basketballs did you see? Awesome. That's exactly right. There were 8 basketballs. Now, some of my amazing counters might have counted all 8 basketballs in 4 seconds. Go ahead and touch your nose if you did that. Great strategy. Another strategy you might have used was addition. 4 plus 4 equals what, boys and girls? That's exactly right. It equals 8. Amazing job. There's one last strategy you might have thought of, and that is subtraction. As mathematicians, we are always looking for patterns, so we know that a 10 frame always has 10 boxes. In this case, out of the 10 boxes, there were 2 that were not filled in. So you might have calculated that 10 minus 2 equals 8. Very good job. All right, are you ready for another one? This time, I'm gonna have you guys counting my favorite dessert, and that is cupcakes. What's your favorite kind of cupcake? Oh my word, I heard a lot of people say chocolate. Miss Phillips likes chocolate too, and vanilla. Okay, let's get ready to count. On your mark, get set, and go. Awesome! How many cupcakes did you see? Hold it up on your fingers for me. I heard a lot of people with the right answer. That's right, there were 4 cupcakes. You probably had time to count all 4 cupcakes in those 4 seconds, but you also might have used an addition strategy. 2 on the top plus 2 on the bottom makes 4 cupcakes in all. Go ahead and kiss your brain if you got that one correct. Amazing job, boys and girls. Okay, last one. This one's gonna be kind of tricky, but we are some smart mathematicians, so I know a lot of you are gonna get it. Are you ready? Okay, make sure those thinking caps are on, and ready, set, go. How many dots did you see? Now, I don't know about you, but that looked like a lot of dots for me. How many were there? I hear a lot of people saying the right answer. There were 20 dots. Now, there is no way you counted all 20 dots in 4 seconds. There's absolutely no way. So how did you do it? That's right, we looked for a pattern. Boys and girls, we know that both of our 10 frames have 10 spots in them, and both of those 10 frames were completely full. And as mathematicians, we know our doubles facts. So 10 plus 10 equals what? Wait a second, I can't really hear you through the camera. What does 10 plus 10 equal? That's right, it equals 20. Amazing work, boys and girls. Very good job. Okay, I would say that our brains are pretty warm and ready to go. So let's get to our learning target. I want to remind you that if you were with me yesterday, we talked about telling time to the hour. Our learning target yesterday was I can tell time to the hour. We talked about how there are different types of clocks, like digital clocks, which just tell us the time using digits or numbers. And we talked about our analog clocks. Analog clocks have a face and two hands, just like you and me. Now, we also talked about how on our analog clock, when our minute hand is pointing to the 12, we say what? What do we say, boys and girls? That's exactly right. When our minute hand is pointing to the 12 on an analog clock, we read it as o'clock. We read it as o'clock. So, as learners, we always want to ask ourselves if we understand the learning target. Our learning target today is going to be, I can tell time to the half hour. I can tell time to the half hour. So yesterday we were telling time to the hour. We looked at o'clock. But today we are going to be telling time to the half hour. So what in the world is a half? When I first saw that word, I wasn't sure what it meant. Let's take a look at my screen. Boys and girls, a half is what we get when we break something into two equal parts. We can break all kinds of things in half. You can break a smiley face into two equal parts or halves. Mathematicians will often break groups of things into two equal parts or halves. I have here two equal groups of 3 bugs. We can break shapes in half, like a heart. And, you guessed it, we can break a clock into two equal parts or halves. A lot of mathematicians like to think in time in terms of half hours. That's why we want to break our clock into two equal parts. Now, boys and girls, let's talk a little bit more about what a clock looks like if we break it in half. If we break a clock in half down the middle, you'll notice that our minute hand is pointing at the 6. Let me show you on our clock as well. Our minute hand, we talked yesterday about how our minute hand always travels around an entire clock starting at the 12 or o'clock in 1 hour. It takes our minute hand 1 hour to get around our entire clock. So it takes the minute hand half an hour to get halfway around the clock, or to the 6. That's why this is called a half hour. Now, boys and girls, half of an hour is 30 minutes. You might be thinking, but Miss Phillips, the minute hand is pointing at the 6. How could it be 30 minutes? Well, boys and girls, each tick mark on our clock represents 1 minute, and there are 30 tick marks between the 12, where we start each hour, the o'clock, and the 6. Let's count that and make 100% sure that we're right, because remember, mathematicians always check their thinking. Let's count together. Count with me by ones. Ready? We're starting at the 12, which is o'clock, or 0, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Agree with me if you think that there were 30 minutes in between the 12 and the 6. That's right, there were 30 minutes in half of an hour. You might have also noticed that in those 30 minutes, our hour hand moved halfway between the 4 and the 5. That's why sometimes when 30 minutes have passed, we call that half past the hour. Let's put that on our anchor chart so that we don't forget it. Remember, boys and girls, when our minute hand is pointing at the 6, we can say that 30 minutes have passed in the hour. We can also say that it's half past the hour. Now, boys and girls, we just counted 30 whole minutes in between the 12 and the 6 on our clock. But I'm thinking to myself, wait a second, there is no way I have time to count every single minute every time it passes. Well, luckily, boys and girls, mathematicians are always looking for patterns and ways to make things faster, and I've got one for you. Let's take a look at my screen. I have a clock on my screen, and I'm looking at the tick marks on that clock. Notice that there are 5 tick marks in between every single number on our clock. There are 5 tick marks between the 12 and the 1 and the 2, and the 2 and the 3, and so on. So, what could we count by to make telling time a little bit faster? Any ideas? Oh my word, that's exactly right. We can count by 5s. Let's do it together and make sure that we count 30 minutes in between the 12 and the 6 using our minute hand. Ready? Let's go. We're going to start at 0 when the minute hand is on the 12 because we know that we write o'clock digitally as 0, 0. Let's count on. We've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30 minutes. Let's keep counting just to make sure that we're right. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and now, am I going to say 60 or something else? It says 60 there, but is that what we would say if we were telling time, boys and girls? No way, Jose. We would say o'clock. So boys and girls, o'clock at the top of our clock, and 30 when our minute hand is pointing at the 6 are 2 very important times for mathematicians to know. Let's see if we can get some practice in on telling time. Are you ready? All right, let's do it together. All right, guys, I have a word problem here for us to do together, and I want to challenge you to read along with me as I'm reading the word problem. Are you ready? All right, let's do it. Ms. Phillips' math class. Hey, that's us. Ms. Phillips' math class started at 10:30. Can you show 10:30 on an analog and digital clock? All right, boys and girls, as mathematicians, we always need to ask ourselves, what is the problem asking me? What is this problem asking us? Can you help me with that? That's exactly right. We're supposed to show 10:30 on an analog clock and on a digital clock. Now, as mathematicians, we also need to underline or circle any important information that the problem is giving us. Is there an important number or word you think that I should highlight? That's exactly right. We need to underline 10:30 because that's the time that we're going to be showing on our 2 clocks. 10:30. Awesome, boys and girls. All right, now it's time to go ahead and put the time on our analog clock. Which hand do we always start with when we're telling time? Oh my word, you guys remembered what we talked about yesterday. That's exactly right. We are going to start with our short hour hand and point it to the 10. Remember, our hour hand is our friendly hand that tells us exactly where we need to point. So we're going to point to the 10. And actually, boys and girls, I should have made this more clear. We're going to point it between the 10 and the 11 The reason being that we are half past the hour. So we're going to put it about halfway between the 10 and the 11. That's my short hour hand. Does that look good to y'all? Give me a thumbs up if it looks good. Awesome, guys. Alrighty, now it's time to do our minute hand. It's 10:30. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my long minute hand pointing to the 3. Does that sound good to y'all? Oh wait, what was my mistake? That's not right. If I was pointing it to the 3, it wouldn't be 10:30. Remember, I've got to count by 5s to figure out where I need to point my minute hand to make 30 minutes. Ready? Let's start at the 12. Remember, the 12 tells us that it's o'clock. Now let's count by 5s and see if we're right about the minute hand needs to point at 6 to tell us 30 minutes. Ready? Let's go. Count with me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Awesome, guys. So our long minute hand needs to point at the 6 to show 10:30. Now our clock shows 10:30. Thanks for helping me with that. Let's go ahead and do our digital clock now. To show time on a digital clock, all we have to do is write the digits that we've been given. Let's start with the hours. What hour is it, boys and girls? That's exactly right. The hour is 10. Let's write 10 or 10 on our digital clock. Beautiful job, boys and girls. What does the minute say? That's exactly right. I'm going to write 30 in my minute space. It is 10:30. Awesome work, boys and girls. Awesome job. Okay, now that we have done our word problem, I want to make sure that we know that we're capturing our learning target. Let's go ahead and say it together again. Ready? My turn. I can tell time to the half hour. Your turn. Awesome, boys and girls. Now let's say it in a whisper voice. Ready? My turn. I can tell time to the half hour. Your turn. Awesome, guys, and we can. We just told time to the half hour. Let's do a few more practice problems together. Over here, I have a few clocks set up, and I want to see if we can tell time to the hour and the half hour and put together everything that we learned yesterday and today. We're going to start with this top one. But wait a second. Is there only one hand on that clock? No, you're exactly right. There are two hands. It's just that they're pointing at the exact same spot. That actually makes our job a little bit easier. All right, we're going to write these times digitally. So in this case, what hand should I start writing first? That's exactly right. We're going to start with the hour hand. Where is the hour hand pointing? Wait a second. I'm having trouble hearing y'all. Can you skywrite it for me? Amazing job. We're going to write 12 on the hour spot. Now I'm going to put in my colon. And what does the minute hand say, boys and girls? That's right. It says 12. Oh, wait. No, this is a tricky one, but not too tricky for us. The minute hand is pointing to the 12, so we say, that's exactly right. We say o'clock, and we write 00. Beautiful job, boys and girls. Alrighty, let's do another one together. Oh my word, this one's gonna be telling time to the what? That's right, the half hour. Our clock is split in half. Just like always, we need to start with our short hour hand. Where is our short hour hand pointing? That's right, it's pointing halfway between the 2 and the 3. So we know we're still in the hour of 2. Let's write a 2 on the board. Next, I'm gonna write my colon. And now for the minute hand. Anytime our minute hand is pointing at the 6, what do we say? That's right, we say 30 minutes. So this time is 2:30. Amazing job, boys and girls. All right, let's do one more together. Wait a second. Didn't we already do this one? No? You're right, guys. It's different from the first one, but a little bit similar because both hands are still pointing at the same number. But just like last time, this is not gonna trip us up because we are too smart for that. Just like always, let's start with our hour hand. Where is the hour hand pointing, guys? That's exactly right. It's pointing at the 6. Our hour is 6. Now time for our minute hand, boys and girls. Where is the minute hand pointing? It's pointing at the 6. Now, all of a sudden I'm tripping up. When our minute hand points at the 6, what number do we say? Man, I'm having trouble hearing you. How could I figure it out? That's exactly right. I could count by 5s. Let's do that real quick. Ready? Start at the 12. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and what? 30 minutes. Amazing job, boys and girls. It is 6:30. Awesome work. Alrighty, guys. Well, we just solved so many problems. Let's go over our learning target one more time and make sure that we have it down. Our learning target today was, I can tell time to the half hour. Ready? My turn. I can tell time to the half hour. Your turn. Amazing, boys and girls. And we sure can tell time to the half hour. We did such a wonderful job. Today, as you go about your day, I want to challenge you to look for as many clocks as you can find. Maybe it's in the car, maybe it's on the stove, maybe it's on an adult's wrist. But wherever it is, I want you to look for clocks and try to tell time to the hour and the half hour. Amazing work today, guys. Thank you so much for coming. I had so much fun with y'all. Have a great day.
Brain Break with Mr. Middlebrooks. I teach at Calvin Donaldson Elementary School every day to students that are just like you. And I'm super excited to sing and learn and today even dance with you. So what I need you to do is stand up, please. Can you stand up? This is a brain break. We've been learning. Let's stand up now. I'm going to sing a song. Can you help me by following me? You follow me, do what I do, and we'll have fun. Here we go, Looby Loo. Here we go, Looby Light. Here we go, Looby Loo. All on a Saturday night. You put your right hand in. You take your right hand out. You give yourself a shake, 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 and turn yourself around. Oh, here we go, Looby Loo. Here we go, Looby Light. Here we go, Looby Loo. All on a Saturday night. You put your left hand in. You take your left hand out. You give yourself a shake, 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 and turn yourself around. Oh, here we go, Looby Loo. Here we go, Looby Light. Here we go, Looby Loo. All on a Saturday night. You put your right foot in, then you take your right foot out. You give yourself a shake, 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 and turn yourself around. Oh, here we go, Looby Loo. Here we go, Looby Light. Here we go, Looby Loo. all on a Saturday night. You put your left foot in, then you take your left foot out. You give yourself a shake, 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 and turn yourself around. Oh, here we go, looby loo. Here we go, looby light. Here we go, looby loo. All on a Saturday night. You put both elbows in. You take both elbows out. You give yourself a shake, 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 and turn yourself around. Oh, here we go, looby loo. Here we go, looby light. Here we go, looby loo. All on a Saturday night. You put your head in. You take your head out. You give yourself a shake, 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 and turn yourself about. Oh, here we go, looby loo. Here we go, looby light. Here we go, looby loo. All on a Saturday night. You put your whole body in, then you take your whole body out. You give yourself a shake, 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 and turn yourself around. Oh, here we go, looby loo. Here we go, looby light. Here we go, looby loo. All on a Saturday night. Now, that was fun, and you guys looked really crazy doing it, but it was so much fun. Can you sing loo, loo, loo? Sing loo, loo, loo. Loo, 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 loo. Loo, 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 loo. Great job! Thanks so much for singing and dancing and playing with me today. My name is Mr. Middlebrooks, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye now.